Hello. Oh, hi, Ina. How are you doing? That's great. It's really windy here. Just walking past some trees, and the wind is rustling really loudly in the trees. But hey, I got your question on YouTube. Yeah, the question about the difference between stupid and silly. That's a great question. Yeah, you know what? I'll answer that right now. I can see some people spying on me, so better run. All right, have a great day. I'll answer your question right away. All right, bye. Hey guys, how are you doing? Just got a call from my friend Ina, and actually she asked a great question on my YouTube channel a few days ago. She said, you know, what's the difference between the words stupid and silly? You know what the difference is? Well, in this video, I'm going to answer that question, and I'm going to teach you 10 more ways to say stupid. 10 other ways to say stupid, okay? So, the word silly, the biggest difference between stupid and silly is that silly is used by children. Okay, so, guys, I see a canoe going down the river. Can you see that canoe? That's awesome. I found a secret pathway here. Let's see if I can get to the river to show you guys the canoe. There it is. Look at that. Wow, there it goes. Hello. Isn't that awesome, guys? Wouldn't you love to have a canoe and go canoeing down the river? That'd be awesome. So, silly. Adults don't really use the word silly very often. You know, I never use that word. It's mostly a word that's used by children. Okay, so it kind of means the same thing as stupid. You know, sometimes you hear kids say, oh, that's silly. That's silly. It means just kind of like, that's kind of foolish, or that's kind of childish. If something is silly, kind of has that meaning that something is a little bit like childish. But like I said, adults don't really use that word very much. So adults use the word stupid, right? If something is just doesn't make sense, stupid. Or you can call a person stupid. That guy is such a stupid idiot. Ah, he's so stupid. Okay, so that's basically the difference. Now, I made a list of, like I said, I made a list of 10 other ways to say this. Okay, now another common word that you hear is dumb. Dumb. So that can mean the same as stupid, right? If that guy is so dumb. Ah, he's such a dumb idiot. Such a stupid guy, right? And so it means the same. Dumb and stupid mean the same thing. Now, with the word dumb, dumb actually has a different meaning too that you should be aware of, okay? It means speechless, okay? So, you know, imagine if something crazy happens, right? Like, imagine if like some crazy river monster just comes popping out of the water. The Loch Ness monster. Is the Loch Ness monster a sea monster or a lake monster? The Loch Ness is Scottish. It's like a Scottish myth, right? I don't know, is it a myth or is it real? So I think is it freshwater or saltwater? I think it might be a freshwater thing, I'm not sure. But imagine, okay, some crazy monster comes just like popping up out of the water, and let's say, I mean, I just freeze, right? I would just be shocked. Like, you could say I'm dumb. I'm just standing here dumb. That means I can't speak. I'm shocked, right? Yeah, so that's what the word dumb means. If you're kind of speechless, and it's related to the word dumbfounded. If you're dumbfounded, that means you're just astonished. Wow. When the river monster jumped out of the water, I was just standing there dumb. Right? I was dumb, I wasn't speaking, but I was also dumbfounded, which means astonished. Yeah, like just wow. Dumbfounded. Now, the word dumb is also an kind of an old-fashioned and a rude way to describe a person who cannot speak. You know, there's some people in the world who can't speak. Usually it's because they can't hear as well. So if someone can't hear, the word is deaf. Right now, I'm not sure if the word deaf is still appropriate, or blind, right? If a person can't see, they're blind. I think people still use the word blind, and people still use the word deaf. But dumb, you know, I think that word has dropped out of, you know, the acceptable. Some crazy dog over there. Better keep walking to get out of earshot. If something is within earshot, that means you can hear it. So right now I'm trying to get away. I'm trying to get out of earshot from that dog. So I'm just gonna keep walking along the path here. Beautiful river until we can't hear that dog anymore. So yeah, so dumb, it would be kind of it's kind of a disrespectful way to talk about people who can't speak. Back in the olden days, you might hear people say, you know, so if someone is blind, deaf, and dumb. Blind, deaf, and dumb. But I don't think that's a very good way to, you know, some words that people used like 100 years ago, or 50 years ago, or even maybe 20 years ago, the meaning has kind of changed a little bit, right? One of those words that people used to use for mentally handicapped people is retarded. Okay, so I mean, still sometimes you hear elderly people use that word retarded to mean like mentally handicapped. But these days, it's better to use the word, well, in that case, it's better to use the word like mentally handicapped or mentally impaired. Or if you have some issue with like vision or hearing or speech, then it's good to use the word impaired. Okay, so you could say, you know, my eyesight, the wind is coming from that direction, so I don't want to keep walking that way. I don't want it to ruin the audio. Very often when it's windy, it just kind of ruins the video because then you can't hear me properly. So I don't know which way to walk to get out of the wind. Give me some advice, guys. I don't know where I'm going. So yeah, you should use the word impaired. Okay, so if your eyesight is impaired, or if you're hearing impaired, you could say, she is hearing impaired, or she is speech impaired. It's better to use that than to use the words dumb. Now, like I said, I'm not sure about the word deaf, but for dumb, that's definitely a bad word, because it also has the meaning of being stupid, right? I mean, nobody wants to be called stupid. You know, if a person can't speak, it doesn't mean they're stupid, right? So those two words, yeah, anyway, I just thought I would teach you that meaning, that other meaning, right? It's kind of an old-fashioned way to say it. Now, let me look up my next word on the list. Foolish. Okay, now you know what foolish means, right? Guys, I really hope this wind isn't ruining the video, the audio. I don't know where I can go. If I walk this way, then we're going back to the dog. I'll try walking this way. That way my body kind of blocks some of the wind, okay? So foolish. If something is foolish or somebody is foolish, that means they're a fool. A fool. If someone's a fool, that kind of means they're an idiot. It means they're kind of stupid, dumb, right? So another one is dull, okay? If you describe somebody as dull, that means they're not smart, they're stupid. Okay, so a knife, if a knife is sharp, it can cut through things, right? But if a knife is dull, that means you can't cut through anything. Right, so we use the word bright, or sorry, we use the word sharp. I got ahead of myself. I think the next word is going to use the word bright. Think about a knife, right? If the knife is sharp, a person is smart. So we can say, if you say that person's really sharp, oh, she's sharp, right? That means she's smart. If she's dull, that means she's not smart. She's stupid, right? Guys, I just saw a little tree. Look at this cute little tree here. Man, that's an awesome little tree. Okay, so that was dull. Now the next one is, I think it's, the next one on my list is dense. Dense. If somebody is dense, that means it has the same meaning, right? They're dull, they're stupid, they're an idiot, right? Dense refers to the kind of like the thickness of something. Okay, so, and that's another word we can use, thick. If somebody is thick, it's they're not very smart, right? Are you thick? Are you dense? I hope you're not dense. Let me know in the comments if you think I'm dense. Do you think I'm dense? Sometimes I'm a bit dense. Sometimes I'm a bit thick-headed. Okay, so thick-headed. If you're thick-headed, it means you're not smart. You're just stupid. Man, that person's really thick-headed, right? Maybe if you I don't know, if you make some sort of stupid mistake that everybody knows, you know, like if you're driving, let's say you're in a parking lot, you're going shopping and you're in a parking lot, and someone parks the wrong way. Let's say you're supposed to park like this, but someone parks like this. You could say, man, that person's really thick-headed. That person's really dense. Yeah. Okay, so dense, density. Do you understand that word density, right? Like if I think if I take a piece of wood, right, if I throw it into the water, the wood floats, right? But if I take a rock and throw it into the water, the rock will sink because the rock is more dense than the water. The stick is less dense. Is that true? Maybe I just made that up. I don't know. Let me know. If you're a scientist, let me know. Did I get that right or wrong? Just trying to think of some examples to teach you the word dense. Things that are really dense, that means they're very kind of packed together, like thick. So you can call someone thick or thick-headed. Thick-headed. Yeah. The next one is I think it's dim-witted. Dim-witted. Okay, that's a kind of a funny sounding one. If someone is dim-witted, that means the same thing. Or all of these basically mean the same thing, right? Dim-witted. Dim means not bright. So if the light is getting really low, like you can see the sun over there, the sun is setting. So now, I mean, it's getting kind of dim here. The light is getting dim, right? So if someone is dim, that means they're not very bright. So if you want to say someone is smart, you could say they're bright. Wow, she's really bright. Here's some people over there. Better hide in the trees here, guys. So yeah, are you dim or are you bright? So dim-witted, the word wit refers to your intellect, right? Your brains. So if you have a good wit, that means you are smart. If you are dim-witted, that means you're not very smart. Okay, so that's a good one. Smash like if that's your favorite one. I think that's my favorite one on the list. Dim-witted. The next one is moronic. Moronic. You may have heard of the word moron. A moron is a person who is an idiot. That guy's a moron. He parked this way instead of this way. He's a moron. Right? He's dim-witted. He's moronic. Okay, so the word moron is a noun to describe someone, like idiot. And if we want to make it an adjective, we just add IC. He's moronic, just like idiotic. If someone's an idiot, they're idiotic. If someone's a moron, they're moronic. All right, so what's the next one? We're almost done here. Oh, I already said thick-headed. That was one on my list. Okay, you know what that means. Idiotic. Oh, I already used that one too. Idiotic. Yeah, so I've pretty much gone through all of these. Now the last one on the list is naive. Naive. Now, naive is a little bit different. It kind of means the same thing if a person is kind of dumb or stupid, but naive has more the idea that someone doesn't know because they haven't been informed. or they haven't really been educated about something. So if someone is naive, it's almost more like they're innocent. They're very innocent, you know, like you could maybe say that children are a bit naive if they haven't been taught how to, let's say, avoid scams. Let's say a child is just a nice child walking home from school, and some stranger comes in a car and offers them a ride. Hey, I'll drive you home. The kid might think, well, that's a nice guy. Yeah, I'll trust him. I'll let him drive me home, right? In that case, the kid isn't stupid, because the kid just doesn't know, right? The kid is not stupid. The kid would be maybe naive, because nobody taught the kid the dangers of real life, right? So if people are naive, it doesn't really mean they're stupid. It's just that they're kind of innocent, right? Like, I mean, imagine if you get a call from somebody saying, hey, you know, we're giving away $1 million. All you need to do is, you know, you need to do something and we'll give you $1 million. Well, that's probably a scam, right? I mean, nobody's just going to give you $1 million on the phone or on email. If you get an email saying, hey, you know, send us your bank information and we will send you $1 million. It's probably a scam. I don't know. Let me know if you would send me $1 million. Maybe I'd trust you, or maybe I would, I don't know. Maybe I'm naive. Let me know. Do you think I'm naive? Oh, there's the wind again. Better block the wind. Put it really close to my face so none of the wind can wrap around my head and go into the camera. So let me know, am I naive? I don't know, maybe I'm naive too. But you get the idea, right? So naive is a little bit different than the other ones, but it can kind of mean the same thing. If someone's naive, well, that guy's naive, kind of means they're stupid. But like I just explained the difference, it can have more of the meaning of like being innocent or like uninformed about something. So let me just double check. Did we get all the words? Stupid, silly. So to answer Ina's question again, remember, silly is just more of like a childish word. If something is silly, that means it's more like playful. It's not as harsh as the word stupid, right? That's why adults don't really use the word silly. It's mostly kids who use the word silly. Okay, dumb, foolish, dull, dense, dim-witted, moronic, thick-headed, idiotic, naive. Well guys, there it is. There you have it. There's 10 other ways to say stupid. Let me know which one is your favorite down there. I think my favorite might be dim-witted. I don't know, I like that dim. Remember, if it's not bright. Sometimes we use other words, right, to describe smart or stupid. Like dull, sharp. Something's sharp, it's smart. If it's dull, it's stupid, right? If it's bright, it's smart. If it's dim, stupid. So, what do you think? Should we go down to the water? And maybe I should skip a stone. Do you know how to skip stones, my friends? I haven't skipped a stone for probably, ooh, here's a big flat rock. Flat stone for skipping. I haven't skipped a stone for probably like 20 years. So guys, I'm gonna skip my first stone in like 2 decades. Let's go. What do you think? Can I do it? The idea of skipping stones is to like get it to bounce on the water. All right, so here we go. Ready? I'm nervous, guys. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah. Hey guys, that was good. I got probably like 7 or 8 skips. That was good. Give me a like for that. Now in the GoPro, it's so far away, right? Like you probably couldn't see it, but yeah, I got a few. Got maybe 10 skips. I'm just looking for another flat rock here. Ooh, maybe this one. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, that one didn't go very far, but I'd say it probably got about another 6 or 7 skips on that. Anyway, guys, hope the wind didn't ruin this video. Look at this beautiful river here. Isn't that awesome? So, that's it for today, friends. Hope you are the brightest tool. No, how does it go? The brightest, sharpest tool in the jar. If you are the sharpest knife in the jar, let me just think. We have some idioms here, okay? If you are the sharpest tool in the shed, right? A shed has tools. There's the wind again. If you are smart, you can say, I'm the brightest. No, I'm the sharpest tool in the shed, or the sharpest knife in the drawer. Man, I'm getting confused in my idioms. I don't use these idioms very often. But yeah, if someone is the sharpest tool in the shed, I think you can say that means you're smart, or the sharpest knife in the drawer. See, if someone is not very smart, you can say they're, you know, he's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. He's not the sharpest knife. So you're saying he's dull. That's another way of saying he's dull, right? Or he's not the sharpest tool in the shed. He's not the brightest. I don't know. There's probably idioms about with the word bright as well. You could maybe say he's not the brightest star in the sky. I don't know. I just made that up. Or he's not the brightest bulb. He's not the something about the word bulb. He's not the brightest bulb in the. I don't know. You can see, you know, sometimes very often there are so many idioms in English, and even native English speakers forget what those idioms are. But if I think about those, I'll post. If I think about what they are, some of those I'll post them at the end of this video. But anyway, there's your other ways to stay stupid, my friends. To stay stupid. Did I say to stay stupid? I meant to say stupid. Don't stay stupid. Say stupid. That's funny. All right, so don't stay stupid, my friends, and I'll bid you farewell from this beautiful river. Thank you for all your support, and as always, I'll see you guys over in the next episode of Mad English TV. Take care.